Hey, what's up guys? My name is Niki Sulutuli, this is Ocean Drive, and thank you for tuning in. Can you guess which country pays the most for a liter of petrol? I'll give you some countries, you guys pick. At the end of the video, I'll share with you. Alright? How's that sound? Cool. So, out of these countries, which country do you think pays the most per liter for petrol? Is it A, Hong Kong, B, the UK, C, Nigeria, or D, Venezuela? Alright, you got that. A for Hong Kong, B for UK, C for Nigeria, and D for Venezuela. Let me know what you think. I think it's in this corner. It'll pop up, vote, and then at the end of the show, or the episode, or the video, or whatever we want to call it, I'm going to let you know who pays the most. Alright. On today's video, we'll be talking about fuel prices. Now, fuel prices have been kind of high. Sorry, there was a weird noise. Fuel prices have been kind of high recently, crossing the 16 Rand mark in some places, and I'll get into that just now about the some places. Not everywhere, but it's a lot of money to travel these days, and it's not so easy. I mean, you know, when people ask me to give them a lift, I have to think about it, you know, and I'm sure there's some baby daddies out there who are using the excuse of, you know, I can't come see you because of the fuel prices, and it's valid, you know. So yeah, let's see what it is that we're actually paying for, because, you know, I filled up the other day and I was like, what? Okay, I'm lying, I didn't fill up because it's mad expensive to fill up, but I filled up a couple weeks back, and yesterday I put in like $100 because, you know, I was running a bit low, and it didn't really make the impact that I thought it would, or that it used to. And so yeah, I was like, why, Cyril? Why? Why is it so, why is fuel so expensive, you know? Like, when did we get here? You know, like 1 minute it was like, you know, 10, 12 Rand, now it's 16. Like, geez, when are we gonna hit the ceiling and come back down, you know? So I did a little bit of research, and I thought, you know what, let me share it with you guys. And so this is basically what I found out. Fuel is actually broken down into four sections. There's four price contributors, you know, in the makeup of the fuel price. So the four are the basic fuel price, the storage and handling price or costs, road accident fund, and the general fuel levy. Okay, so let me go into detail. So the basic fuel price, that's basically the price that it costs us as South Africa, as a country, to import fuel, to buy it from the producers and import it to our country. So that's the price of the actual fuel, the transporting, the insurance, the cargo dues, and so on and so forth, you know, because the fuel has to be shipped here, and then we kind of store it and refine it and all that stuff. Okay, so that's the basic fuel price, which is about 7 Rand 50, 7 Rand 60 for petrol, 95 octane. You know, which is, it's not that much considering we pay 16 Rand, which means we pay more for the other stuff than we do for the actual fuel. Food for thought. Anyway, then we get into the storage and handling. So storage and handling basically means taking the fuel from the port to the pump, right? So there's a series of things that have to happen before you can go to the petrol station and pour your fuel, right? In doing that, some fuels need to be refined, they need to be transported, and usually it's either by pipeline, by rail, or by trucks, or by roads, right? And that all costs money, which is why, like I was saying earlier, some places it's at 16 Rand. Inland areas pay more for their fuel than coastal areas. So coastal areas being Port Elizabeth, Durban, Cape Town, namely, and then inland being your Mpumalanga, Johannesburg, and stuff like that, they'll pay a bit higher because it costs more to transport the fuel there. So I think the difference about 40 cents, 60 cents difference, which means in Durban, we're out here paying 15 Rand 49, 15 Rand 50 for a liter of petrol, 95 octane. And in Joburg, it's about 1605, 1603, somewhere there. And yeah, basically that's what differentiates, the different places in South Africa and how we pay for our fuel. Then we've got the general fuel levy, this is like a tax basically, and it gets treated as a general tax. Funny enough, you would expect it to actually be used for the upkeep of our roads and stuff like that, but unfortunately that's not the case, and it actually gets treated as a general tax, and they use it for other things, education, this and that, whatever they decide on during the budget speech and all of that stuff. And then finally we've got road accident fund, which is probably a lot of people know about the road accident fund. I know a couple of people out there who got big payouts, but anyway, essentially the road accident fund is like a cover, it's like an insurance cover for all the users of South African roads. Okay, so whether you be a foreigner or a citizen of South Africa, if you use South African roads and something happens to you, you have that kind of cover from the road accident fund. You obviously have to claim, and the process is a bit long, but anyway, you do have that cover. All right, so those are the four basic makeups of petrol, right? The petrol price. Then we go into things that like influence the price. What makes our price go up and what makes it go down. Obviously it's these things, but let's give them a bit of a category. We've got external factors and we've got internal factors. So external factors, we're talking about stuff that happens outside of South Africa, outside of the things that we can control. Okay, so that is the dollar price of fuel. Okay, the exchange rate of the country. So like our Rand to dollar exchange rate. And then there's something else that I'm forgetting. I'm gonna peek. And the shipping costs. How can I forget the shipping costs? Yeah, so things like that. Those three are the main things. There's other small things here and there, but it's basically the dollar price of the fuel, the exchange rate, and the shipping costs. Okay, so recently the price of fuel hasn't changed much. So that's not why our fuel went up just last week. It's actually because of the exchange rate. Our Rand has been kind of weak to the dollar. I'm not an economist. I can't tell you exactly why it was weak, but it's weak. I don't know if I should blame Cyril, but a lot of things changed when you came into power, Cyril. I'm not saying anything, but a lot of things changed. And then we've got the internal factors. That's stuff that South Africa can control. Okay, that's basically like your taxes and levies, the transporting costs from port to pump, and then the margins that the fuel companies or Shell, BP and stuff like that. There's a margin that they add because they also have to make a profit. This is a business, people. This is a business. People have to make money. All right. So those are the things that we can affect change on within the country, the internal factors. So the external factors that I just spoke about are accounted for every month. So every month there'll be a readjustment of the fuel price. Actually, this readjustment happens on the first Wednesday of every month. I didn't know this. Maybe you guys did know about it, but every month on the first Wednesday, the fuel price changes according to those external factors changing. So like your Rand weakening or the price of fuel getting more expensive or less and stuff like that. That's when it will fluctuate. Then for internal factors, you'll find that they change that once a year. Usually it's in line with the budget speech because that's when they determine the taxes and levies, which in fact, our general fuel levy is 3 Rand 37 per litre. And for the RAF, I think we pay 1 Rand 96 or 1 Rand 98 or something like that. So all in all, we're paying about 5 Rand. Let me see if I can do my maths here quickly. 5 Rand 20 something cents or 5 Rand 30 cents thereabouts, taxes and levies. All right, that's about what 30, 34, 33% of our fuel price, which is just going to taxes and levies. So maybe the government should cut that. I don't know, but I guess they have to get some sort of taxes out of us. So I hope you guys did vote and you're ready to hear who actually pays the most for fuel. 1 liter of fuel. In fact, that honor, if it is an honor to pay a lot, goes to Hong Kong. Surprisingly, in Hong Kong, they pay 32 Rand and 14 cents for a liter of fuel. Now, this is according to globalfuelprices.com. I'll put their link down below, and you can check, how much other countries are paying. Lesotho, on the other hand, which is a country within us, it's a country within a country, pays less than we do. Right? No, wrong. That can't be right. It's right. They pay 11 Rand and 12 cents. Crazy stuff. And the least amount for a liter of fuel paid by any country, I think ever, because how they do this, I don't know, but it's Venezuela. Venezuela pays 13 cents a liter. Take me now. 13 cents a liter. Damn, I would give everyone a lift. I wouldn't sleep. I'd just be on the road. 13 cents a liter. Jeez, count me in. Be sure to follow me on my social pages. Instagram is oceandrive_ZA, at oceandrive_ZA. The same for Twitter. And yeah, so that you're in the loop and you can find out when we have new content on the way. And you can pick me some messages, tell me what you want to know, what you want to see, tell what you must, So that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching. Please be sure to subscribe, like it if you liked it, comment, let me know what you think of the video. What are your thoughts on fuel? Did you know that other countries pay so much or so little? And was this video interesting? Let me know what else you guys want to learn, and please don't forget to come back for the next video. Hit that notification button so that you are the first to know that a new video is out.